Hi everybody. Today I'm going to give a brief view of how to have multiple operating system in the MacBook Pro. Of course, this is very simple and you can do on your own by having all the ISOs in place. So ISO is something like a type of file where entire operating system is present inside that file, where you can load that and boot from that particular ISO, right? Let me go which laptop I am using. So currently I'm using a MacBook Pro of 2015 edition, which is of Retina display, 15-inch mid, 2.5 gigahertz with a 16 GB RAM, and a storage with 512 500 GB SSD. All right. So let me go over here how I can. I already installed Windows 10 and Windows 7 over here. Let me show you what type of software I'm using for multiple operating system. So Parallels Desktop. So Parallels Desktop is a another software where you can have multiple operating system working at one view. Okay, so let me go and start Windows 10. So once you start Windows 10, it goes into the entire full screen mode that I have configured it. Or if you doesn't want full screen mode, you can move in a picture, right? So once let us start white. Okay, so it will ask for the pin. Okay, so you have seen like within 2-3 seconds it gets started very fast. Of course, it is in Mac that we can't deny it, right? So and then it will start all the Skype related activity, right? And then it will try to sign in. Currently, it is getting signed in, right? And then let me show you some basic so that you can have a glimpse of Windows 10. So this is the latest version of Windows operating system, 1903 build. Let me show you that particular part, right? So you can have a view of it is a 4 GB which I have installed over here on Windows 10 Enterprise Edition, and you can have a view of 64 base processor with 64-bit engine. Right, and then for the build information and all, I can go over here with check updates so that you can get the latest version which we have installed as of now. So this actually it says like OS build information. Okay, so here you can see the related part, all the details over here, and you can see 1903 is the latest build information. Of course, you have to install some more updates, which I will do later point of time. So you can see this is what the Windows 10, and it is very fluid in nature, very nice. Of course, the hardware should be good to have. Otherwise, another laptop which is there with me, Lenovo Flex 2 14D, it's really very pain. There is a lot of lagging problems were there in that hardware. Better I will suggest go for the very fine hardware so that to have a fluidic experience. Okay, so you have different views and all those things. I will not waste much of the time over here showing Windows 10 features, so that this gives a view that it's a Windows 10 operating system. As soon as you press Command button and the Tab button, you come back to the Mac operating system, as you can see over here. Right now, let us start Windows 7 also. Right, so I'm just starting Windows 7. Let's see whether we can have all three operating system in the MacBook Pro. Okay, it's getting started. So Windows 7 is something like it's almost 11 years back. The operating system has been rolled out. Great. So this I had an image long time back. I just kept it a master image. The master image is something like I didn't install any other software over here. Let me sign in. Okay. So let me check. This is first time I'm signing over Skype in Windows 7. I didn't use Windows 7 for a long time. It was just lying in my hard disk SSD for a long time. Just for a backup purpose to do any such other type of activities. Right. Okay. So it's a clean operating system as of now. I installed all the basic programs before itself long time back. such that I can use it anytime when the time is needed, right? So this is one where you can see over here you can get a glue of Windows and other set of things, Chrome, right? I even had Eclipse. Yeah, I was using this for development of certain code on automation code. Okay, so you can see over here Windows 10. It still looks like very nice and good to use. Okay, still I think we are using the entire. It looks like I think it is very seamless and to use. Okay, so now we can switch between the operating system. Now you can go over here. So Windows 10, right? Okay, and come back to MacBook Pro, Windows 7, right? And then come back to MacBook Pro. So this is how the so fluidic in nature. I also show you the coherence part of it. So the coherence is something like you want to have both Mac and Windows together to work, but the primary operating system should be Mac, right? So for that you have to enter into the coherence mode. So there is something called as view. So there you have coherence mode, full screen, and other set of things. As soon as you exit full screen, right, it comes out of the full screen mode, and you have only Windows operating system as of now. Both has came out. Right now, let me go over here. So for this also, I will come out of. So I will. You have to select Windows 10 and then View and then exit full screen. So it exits from the full screen mode. Now you can basically resize this particular part, right? So of course you can you can have like this, but it's your view. But I wanted to show something different, right? So view. Now you if you enter into let me show for Windows 7 view, enter coherence. Okay. So as soon as you enter coherence, okay, I can see both Skype, Mac, everything in my current operating system. Okay. So I can see the Skype running on the MacBook Pro, which is a separate window, pop-up window, as you can see over here. Similarly, I can have the start button, right? So as soon as I click start button, Windows 7 start button comes over here. All right. Okay, so and then let me go for Windows 10 also. So Windows 10, I think let me enter into coherence mode. Let me see whether I can enter. Okay, there is something called as modality. Let me go into modality window. So in the modality, I think it's just a view of being a small. Let me check the new control center. Okay, fine. I think that Windows 10 doesn't have a modality view or a coherence view. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to give a view over here how you can switch between different operating system. Let me go for exit modality. Okay, so you can just resize over here. Mac has a very good gestures, right? You don't need to stretch your fingers. The three fingers I will act as a point and drag. That's the good part of thing. Let me go over view and enter full screen mode. So it enters into the full screen mode. Okay, and now come back over here and then go to Windows 7 view exit coherence. All right, it will exit the coherence from there, and then you can also enter into coherence. Okay, and then I will exit out. I wanted to go for full screen. Okay, so now you can see over the full screen mode. Basically, you need to do a little bit of graphics driver installation. Otherwise, you will not get this type of view. You need to download the right drivers and then install over here. Let me shut down the Windows 7 so that I can show end to end of all the things, right? So I triggered the shutdown over here. At the same time, I will go for Windows 10 also. Okay. So Windows 10 also I will go over here and then shut down. Okay. So you can see over here both Windows 10. and Windows 7 over here, and you can cancel it out. That is not needed. If you go for Parallels desktop, you will have that view. All right, you can change the configuration of this whole setup over here, right? In the Parallels, all you can do the hardware configuration. You can increase the CPU memory, you can increase the boot order, or you can increase the graphics card, and all those things. So this is the advantage if you have a latest MacBook Pro, and you can even check what is the current occupying space, right? So this is always better to have multiple operating systems so that you can based upon the business priority, you can switch to different operating system and make the work faster, right? So for me, it helped a lot. I can even attend many of my calls over here. If my official laptop is shut down, if I want to enter into the normal activities, right? Like checking mails and having access to SharePoint or something like that. But I think here we don't have Jira access. Jira is completely on VPN, and VPN is you can't have VPN on personal laptops. So VPN can have been enabled only in company laptops. Okay, okay, thanks guys. I think this is what I just wanted to convey, where you can run multiple operating system on single laptop. I will not say laptop, it is a MacBook Pro, right? Thanks. Thanks all.